Justin Baldoni breaking his silence about the entire Blake Lively legal situation on Instagram on July 8th, 2026 was honestly the moment everyone had been waiting for. Justin, born January 24th, 1984, is now 42 years old. He posted a nearly 5-minute video to his 4 million Instagram followers alongside his wife, Emily Baldoni. The video was the actor and director's first personal public statement in nearly 2 full years. His exact opening words, "We have not spoken publicly for the better part of the last 2 years. And it's not because we haven't had anything to say, because Lord knows we have. It just didn't feel like the right time."
We have not spoken publicly for the better part of the last 2 years.
Then Justin's wife Emily spoke too. Emily said her gratitude doesn't negate the injustice and the pain that we have also felt in the last few years. How could something like this even happen, let alone disguised as actions for women? Interesting quote. Per NBC News, Justin had actually not posted anything on Instagram since June 2025, when he celebrated his wedding anniversary. Justin reportedly now lives in Nashville, Tennessee. First time he'd spoken personally. Justin Baldoni never actually naming Blake Lively directly in his big Instagram video is the plot twist most people missed. Despite what headlines suggested, Justin deliberately did not name Blake, the film It Ends With Us, or any specifics of the lawsuit anywhere in the nearly 5-minute video. 0 direct references. His words were vague throughout. Justin talked about injustice, pain, trauma, healing, gratitude, and his faith. His most direct line was, "So many painful things that have been spoken into existence. We didn't want to add to the noise. We just wanted to let the justice system run its course." Then he added, "We are healing. Healing isn't linear." He also closed the video by saying, "There is so much more to say, and that time will come. But for now, we are going to focus on continuing the healing and hanging out with our kiddos and enjoying life." Cute wrap-up.
We are going to focus on continuing the healing and hanging out with our kiddos.
The strongest indirect jab actually came from Emily, not Justin himself. Her line about the situation being disguised as a campaign for women was reportedly the closest thing to calling anyone out. So Justin technically broke his silence, but exposed no specific individuals. Justin Baldoni almost never speaking publicly for himself throughout this entire situation, letting his lawyer, Brian Friedman, do all the talking, is honestly one of the most unusual celebrity communication strategies ever. Attorney Brian Friedman has been Justin's lead legal representative for the entire case. Brian has done nearly every single public statement, every media interview, and every combative response on Justin's behalf since December 2024. Meanwhile, Justin himself reportedly stayed almost completely silent publicly for nearly 2 years. That's a bold PR move, honestly. So the July 8th, 2026 Instagram video was genuinely the first time in nearly 2 years that Justin personally spoke to his own audience. He did it alongside his wife Emily Baldoni too, which added a warmth to the moment. Now, some PR experts have publicly reacted mixed to Justin's video. NBC News published a follow-up story headlined "Heartfelt or Creepy?" Justin Baldoni's video after Blake Lively legal drama divides PR experts. Some experts reportedly praised the tone as sincere and healing-focused. Others reportedly called it strange and calculated. Public opinion has been divided too, but Justin genuinely stayed quiet through the whole legal chaos. The video showed a completely different image than the courtroom drama Brian Friedman was going through. Justin Baldoni losing his massive $400 million countersuit against Blake Lively is honestly the biggest financial defeat in this entire case. Blake originally filed her complaint against Justin with the California Civil Rights Department on December 21st, 2024. She then filed her federal lawsuit on December 31st, 2024. That same day, Justin filed his own $250 million libel lawsuit against the New York Times. Then on January 16th, 2025, Justin and his production company, Wayfarer, filed a $400 million countersuit against Blake, her husband Ryan Reynolds, her publicist Leslie Sloan, and her PR firm Vision PR. Massive numbers. Then reality hit. On June 9th, 2025, Judge Louis J. Lyman dismissed both Justin's $400 million countersuit and the $250 million New York Times case entirely. The judge ruled Blake's original allegations were protected under litigation privilege and California's Section 47. Brutal double defeat for Justin. Then, in September 30th, 2025, the New York Times separately filed its own anti-SLAPP suit against Justin, seeking around $150,000 in fees. So Justin lost his $400 million countersuit, lost his $250 million SLAPP. Blake Lively actually also losing most of her original legal case against Justin Baldoni is the plot twist that most coverage skipped over. Blake, born August 25, 1987, is now 38 years old. On April 2, 2026, Judge Louis J. Lehman issued a massive 152-page ruling that dismissed 10 of Blake's 13 original claims. That includes all of Blake's most serious original claims. The judge dismissed them largely on jurisdictional and independent contractor grounds. Then, just 3 of Blake's original claims survived to trial. Those were breach of contract, retaliation, and aiding and abetting retaliation against Justin's company, Wayfarer, and PR defendants. Then, on May 4, 2026, Blake and Wayfarer officially settled, roughly 2 weeks before the scheduled May 18, 2026 trial. The settlement terms are honestly wild. No money was paid to either side. No side admitted wrongdoing. Both parties waived their rights to appeal. Then, on June 12, 2026, Judge Lyman ruled Blake was entitled to attorney's fees under California Civil Code Section 47.16. But the judge denied Blake all the damages she was seeking. The judge said Blake was attempting an end run around a jury trial. Sharp critique. So Blake essentially got her legal fees, but no financial win. Justin Baldoni's team actually subpoenaing Taylor Swift for testimony in the case in May 2025 was honestly one of the most bizarre legal moves. Justin's legal team subpoenaed Taylor because of her documented friendship with Blake Lively. Blake and Taylor had reportedly exchanged texts about the film's production and creative differences with Justin. Justin's team wanted Taylor to testify. Taylor's team pushed back hard on the subpoena. Then the court itself expressed criticism about the subpoena. The subpoena was ultimately withdrawn in May 2025 due to the backlash. The judge later formally refused to compel Taylor's deposition, so Taylor Swift never testified in any capacity. Then, in January 20th, 2026, court exhibits were unsealed, including some Blake Lively and Taylor Swift text messages exchanged during production. That reportedly showed their real-time reactions to the difficulties on set. Also unsealed was the September 26, 2025 deposition from cast member Jenny Slate, which was reportedly brutal about Justin. Jenny reportedly texted, "I honestly have never ever encountered anything like this dude. He's the biggest clown and the most intense narcissist. Lots of lessons learned." Devastating cast quote. Fellow cast member Brandon Sklenar also publicly voiced support for Blake throughout the case. Support systems stayed strong for Blake. Justin Baldoni's film, It Ends With Us, actually being a massive box office hit despite all the drama, is honestly the part everyone forgot about. It Ends With Us was released on August 9th, 2024, based on Colleen Hoover's massively popular 2016 novel of the same name. Justin himself directed the film, and also starred in it opposite Blake Lively. The film grossed a wild $351 million worldwide, against a small production budget of just around $25 million, break that down. It Ends With Us made $148.5 million domestically in the United States, and $202.5 million internationally. Massive commercial success. Then, Deadline actually calculated the film's net profit at approximately $207 million. That ranked It Ends With Us as number 6 on Deadline's most valuable blockbusters list for the entire year of 2024. Blake Lively played Lily Bloom, and also served as a producer on the film. Actor Brandon Sklenar and Jenny Slate also starred in the movie. So, despite all the messy legal chaos that followed the release, the actual fame itself was a genuine box office winner. It reportedly could have made even more if the promotional tour hadn't collapsed under the drama. Missed opportunity commercially.